Good morning, I'm Ty Albright. Here's what's going on in the 4 states. Residents cleaning up again after another bout of severe storms we had yesterday. Most of that damage was scattered and included mostly broken power poles, uprooted trees, and even some damage to roofs. The National Weather Service is going to have some teams out probably doing some damage surveys to see if there were any tornadoes that did touch down. In Barton County, the sheriff's office there is mourning the loss of one of their own. It was last Wednesday when deputies responded to a motorcycle accident in Golden City. They found that 2 people had been ejected once their Harley went off of the road. They were taken to local hospitals for treatment. Then yesterday, the passenger, 24-year-old Chloe Brower, she passed away from her injuries at a local hospital. She had worked for the sheriff's office there in Lamar for the last year, and authorities say she will be deeply missed. Your News is a service of Keller Pump in Seneca for guaranteed quality well services and water treatment. Trust the family that's been doing it for over 15 years. For details, see kellerpump.com. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-782-1310. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
We'll see decreasing clouds today with highs in the low 70s, clear skies and low 50s tonight. Sunshine 70 for Wednesday, sunshine and low 70s for Thursday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar still showing some pretty heavy cloud cover over a lot of the 4 states.
57 in Diamond, 59 in Pittsburgh, 64 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, being brought to you by Josh Meeker at Country Financial. And today we're featuring Malin from Neosho.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Malin. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, you can find out details about how to upload your audio by going to the KIX website. There on the main page is a button you can hit.
We are just 18 minutes away from your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
All you have to do is be caller number 5 at 720. Tell us what the sound is, and all the money in the jackpot is yours.
Here's Kane Brown
On the 4 states, number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Is that a Kanye thing, Yee Wee, or is that like
What
Yee
was
or
that?
Yee Wee? Yee Wee.
Wee.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning. Wow, look who decided to show up, Major.
Major Woody has graced us today with his presence. What?
Couldn't be bothered yesterday, but here he is.
Well, I'm not feeling it.
Okay. Also, in the video, the way, I don't know how, just the way it's colored, I guess, the bleach spots on my shirt match the pink of your shirt.
Orange. It's not pink. That is salmon. That's salmon or orange. It is not.
Okay.
You think that looks like pink on your shirt?
Well, they look orangey in the video.
It is orangey. That's not pink.
Morning, Megan. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Jimmy. You missed Sarah's announcement, Major. Sarah had a big announcement yesterday.
She's pregnant.
No, she's not.
Oh, that's not it? What is it?
I don't know.
She's getting that thing removed.
Maybe Sarah doesn't want to tell Major because he missed out.
No, that is true.
Tiffany says, good morning. Not fair that y'all got to fight your storms before bed. You guys okay out there, Tiffany?
It was crazy. I mean, there's hurricanes that that don't have those kind of winds.
Yeah. It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Really?
I mean, all the area schools got out early.
Which I thought was, well, I mean, I get it.
I get it, too.
But it did not kick in till after 5, so
Right.
they would have all been home
They would
by
have been
that
mostly home at that point,
time.
yeah.
I don't really see what the point of all that was.
Yeah, we had a winner yesterday, too, Major. You missed out on that.
So everybody now knows what the secret sound was, except for you.
We had less damage in our neighborhood from this storm than we did the last one when we got all that hail.
Yeah, same. I didn't, not that I saw anything in our neighborhood, but I mean, I get that the last storm, we didn't experience all of that last time. So for me at my house, just, I don't think I've ever seen the trees in my neighborhood blow like this since the tornado.
Like sideways?
Just these, and I mean, we're talking these great big old trees that are this big around, we're just doing this, and it was crazy.
We had tornado warnings from 11:30 until 3. We lost power around midnight and still don't have it.
Man,
wow.
we had power outage last night for a couple of hours, but they got right into it. We were watching TV on our phone in the dark, and my wife goes, "Hey, what is that?" And we mute the phone, and we can hear their walkie-talkies. I mean, they must run that, whatever their communications are, on the power trucks, the utility guys out there. We could hear them inside the house. They were that loud.
Wow.
Yeah. So I went out and looked, and sure enough, they were replacing a transformer down the street.
Son had a tree down behind his house, landed on neighbor's pool, fence, and garage. Very big tree.
I hate that. That
Yeah.
is, hate that.
I feel like Pittsburgh got more damage
Yes,
than
they
a lot of the
did.
other places. I've seen pictures of trees down and things like that. And
They had higher sustained winds than we
Pittsburgh.
did in Joplin, too. I think they were over 70 mile an hour.
yeah.
And we only got up to 62. Yeah, a lot of power outages in Pittsburgh.
She's moving to Vegas. She's a new DJ for KIX. I don't know. We'll see if Sarara wants to tell you. Our basement doesn't. They have.
Doesn't have any service.
Okay, yeah. Watch videos while we were down there. Your wife? Oh, I was gonna. Yeah.
So she can't get any phone service
Yeah.
down in the basement. Morning, Christine.
Morning, Christine.
So we were watching, we knew kind of what the weather was going to be doing, so we didn't follow the storm coverage. We just watched our normal shows on our phones and just set it up there in front of us. And we were noticing the rate of ads. We were first watching something on YouTube, and everybody knows the ads on YouTube are just insane. But I got to wondering.
Out of control.
We were watching on my wife's phone, so I was able to look up on mine. I was like, wonder what the rate is of these. So YouTube has increased their ads recently. If it feels like the ad rate has increased, it has. They've increased, I forget what the percentage is, but it's the average of a 30-minute show will have an ad every 4 minutes now, 4 to 5 minutes. It used to be 6 to 7. Now it's 4 to 5. It, of course, can be designated by the creator. They can choose where to place those.
Right.
Or they can choose to allow YouTube to do it automatically. When you do that, you're going to see an ad about every 4 minutes now.
Which is insane.
Crazy. And they're doing something called ad stack now, where you will see one ad and another ad comes up that you can skip, but you can't skip until the second ad.
Right.
So, and they've even got at the beginning of some where they're running 3 before the ad stack happens. And the way that they do this is the first one will be a long one, then a short one that's like 10 seconds, and then they'll do the one that skips. And they're not the only ones. Everybody is adopting this model for their ads-based tier of their streaming services. Netflix is adopting it. Max is adopting it. Paramount, I'm forgetting what the other ones I saw that were in the listing. Philo.
Morning, Melissa.
And they are moving towards it. So take, for example, Max used to run, only 3 minutes of ads. 3 minutes something is almost 4 minutes of ads during a 30-minute program that they would spread out accordingly. Before and after and then during. And then now it has increased to 6 minutes. Their plan is to, within the next 6 months, be up to 12 minutes of ads.
That's crazy.
For a 30-minute show. Yeah.
So basically it's cable TV again.
It is. It's worse. I mean, it's worse than network and cable television used to be. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 709.
Decreasing clouds, highs near 72. It is 64 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 15 minutes.
And we have your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound in just 10 minutes.
All you have to do is be caller number 5 at 720. Tell us what the sound is, and you win all of the cash that's in the jackpot.
Here's Billy Currington.
On the 4 states #1 for cash.
KIX 102.5.
So, and here's the thing. I looked at Max's pricing tiers. So they have 3 different levels. You can get the ads version, which gives you ads This is the one we've been talking about.
Right.
Then there is the no ads version, which still gives you ads.
It's not in the middle. It's just at the beginning and the
At
end.
the beginning and the end, but it's still ads. And then they have the premium no ads version, which is no ads. And it costs like it's over, I think it's like $25. Netflix is even worse.
Yeah.
To get their premium no ad version, which they don't have that 3-tier thing, but they do have 3-tier.
Mhm.
One's ads, one's no ads, and then one's no ads HD. So you don't get the high quality, high definition. Yeah.
Kind of how I feel about that.
Still, it's like 16 something or something a month. Remember when it used to be, when during COVID?
Wasn't it $6.99 even before it was $8?
I think it was.
I think it was.
And you could get all these streaming services, and everybody was leaving DirecTV and DishNet because you were spending $110, $120 a month to have any kind of movie channels and any kind of decent channel lineup, and you still couldn't find anything to watch because even on DirecTV, you pretty much had to wait until something came on.
Mm-hmm.
You could DVR it, but you had to wait. But with streaming, you could watch whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted, and there was all of this stuff to watch, and it was so much cheaper, and you just got the streaming channel you wanted. When you watched all the content, you canceled that and went on to the next one. They are on to us, and they figured out how to suck us dry, and they are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's, Megan said $5.99.
$5.99.
Yeah. Well, it is insane now what you have to pay if you expect to have any kind of programming.
Major says he uses YouTube Premium. There's no ads there.
Yeah, but how much do you pay for YouTube Premium? That's the thing. And I wish I had it because kind of, I don't want to pay their prices.
Right.
You pay that, you pay this, and really quickly you add all this up and you realize, oh my gosh, I'm right back with DirecTV with that $110, $120 a month. Nothing has changed for us.
That's really too bad, Tiffany. I feel like your local stations are doing a disservice to their community.
Really, they are. And they're missing such an amazing opportunity to be of value to their community. And there's so many of this. We hear about this all over the United States where local radio, here's the problem. The owners of those stations are too cheap to pay to man their stations with live people. They have computer systems and everything that can run it and crank out music or content or whatever. But to pay somebody to be in there, they're not willing to sacrifice those profits.
It's really too bad.
It is.
See, there you go. You had to find someone on YouTube to watch for your coverage, which is crazy.
Well, and the thing is, those stations, whether it's TV or I guess I'm assuming it's TV she's talking about, they're eventually going to close down. They're not going to be around much longer. It's not sustainable.
Right.
Because they will not have people watching them. People will not depend on them. They'll go somewhere else and they'll find things that they can watch on these other options and they'll forget all about them. And then their advertisers will go away and suddenly they will no longer be able to pay to keep the lights on.
Morning, Susan.
Well, of course I'm right, Jimmy.
I don't remember how much I pay. He doesn't even know. Okay. The money just comes out of your account.
Let's look. YouTube Premium. And now I'm going to get tons of ads because, YouTube's like, seriously? Are you thinking about it?
You want us?
$14 a month for an individual plan. That's for one device.
Melissa thinks it's $17.99 a month.
Yeah, $13.99 a month for individual, $23 a month for if you want to have it on multiple devices. And if you're a student, you can get it for $7.99.
Wow.
There's also an annual plan you can get, which is $140 a year, which saves you about 15% if you'll just pay that outright. Because they know you'll be a lot less likely to cancel.
Right. Morning, Jerry. And they do get on the wire. They say you need to stay weather aware and find different ways to stay weather aware because we don't want people to What? So they are turning listeners and viewers away and telling you to go find a different source. That's crazy. Those owners should be livid.
Well, once upon a time, when the FCC was doing their job, it was a mandate. Part of your license said you will provide this service to your community. Nobody obeys that anymore or has to. It's not policed anymore. but used to get an FCC federal broadcast license, a permit for broadcast, you had to follow along, and you had to keep records of what you had done as part of your public file too, showing that you had provided storm coverage. You had provided this platform of speak for your community.
Right. Hey, Megan, what are the details on the upcoming KIX Fam lunch?
Melissa got hers locked in at $17.99 for multiple devices. I bet they find a way around that, Melissa. Disney now has a thing that whenever you sign on, this is something new we've had to do, even though it's our channel, it's on the device that we first subscribed from. We now have to, every 2 or 3 days, we have to KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We've got your chance to guess and win the secret sound of right after Russell Dickerson.
On KIX 102.5. There goes my ear.
Getting clogged?
Yeah.
Kyle's had that same issue lately.
So, Disney now has every 2 or 3 days when we go to the Disney Channel, it'll come up and say, please enter the code that we've emailed to, and it's my wife's email on the account. So it'll send her an email. We have to put in that code to be able to get in.
Weird.
So they're doing this to eliminate multiple users.
I haven't had that. We haven't had to do that at all.
Hi there, Morning KIX. Hello. Nope, not until 7:20.
Couple more minutes.
Yay, no rehearsal tonight.
Yahoo! KIX Fam Lunch, June 14th, 1:30 at Bricktown Brewery.
Nope, that sounds good, Megan. I think that's the plan. That's called the sun, Christine. The big yellow one is the sun. Actually, it's behind clouds right now, but
it looks like it's trying, though.
yeah, well, get ready. You're going to have to. It'll put up the boxes, and you have to put in your number. We've had to do it over the past 2 weeks, so I think they're rolling this out. You know, instead of doing it to everybody, they're rolling it out to certain users first and then moving forward with that. Disney, the price of a Disney subscription for ad-free.
Do you share your Disney account?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's why. Because it pops.
Is
Morning, Floyd.
$16 a month, $160 is what we pay annually for Disney. And we get the no ad version. And the only reason we have Disney at all is for the kids and their kids.
Yeah.
So we share it with all of them so that they won't have to pay for it.
KIX Fam Lunch. Come eat with us. June 14th, 1:30 Bricktown Brewery. Major's going to be there, right? We could FaceTime you.
Oh, goodness.
Stick him at the head of the table.
So weird. It just cleared right out. It makes me feel a little dizzy when it does. That's what I worry about with this drainage is inner ear infection. But that's a very strong possibility during this.
Yeah.
Ugh. I do not want that. That suffered.
Those hurt.
Well, it's just you're miserable. You're so nauseous all the time. Everything's swimmy. You're dizzy. You can't walk. It's awful.
Major. I don't know that anyone would buy into that, Major.
Here we go. And there goes my ear. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Decrease in clouds, a high near 72. It is 64 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather in just 7 minutes, tell you what it's going to be like for the rest of the week.
But right now, let's see if we can give away some cash for the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
We have $127.50 up for grabs.
If you can be caller number 5 at 417-623-1025.
And tell us, what is this sound?
What do you think? What's that sound?
623-1025. Be caller number 5 to tell us.
And then you'll win all of the cash.
From the 4 states, #1 for cash. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller 1, keep trying.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller number 2, keep trying.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller number 3, keep trying.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller 4, keep trying.
Hi, Morning Kicks. Who is this? What's your name? Hi there, Morning Kicks. Who is this? Chris, where are you from? Chris from Web City.
You are calling number 5. Woo-hoo!
Yeah, Chris, you're calling number 5, which means it's your chance to guess and win the cash, $127.50.
If you can tell us what is this sound.
He says pool balls dropping in a pool table.
For $127.50, that is not it.
We're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, Chris, making it $152.50.
And give you another chance to guess and win at 420 with Brett.
Okay.
Okay. Christine was caller 2, 4, and 6. Oh, we'll miss you, Sarara. They have a 3D ultrasound for little man that day. I didn't know they did ultrasounds on the weekend. With random kicks, laugh segments, yes. Morning, Vanessa. Does it sound familiar, Megan? 35 seconds.
I think it does. It really, really does. This is one I wouldn't be surprised if we get a winner this week.
I can see that.
I think we need to make sure we have another one ready to go. I haven't loaded that up there yet.
Mhm.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for cash.
Looking for caller number 5 to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound.
Chris from Web City.
You are calling number 5. Woo-hoo!
Yeah, Chris, you're calling number 5, which means it's your chance to guess and win the cash, $127.50.
If you can tell us what is this sound.
Is it pool balls dropping in a pool table?
He says pool balls dropping in a pool table.
For $127.50, that is not it.
Thank you.
We're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, Chris, making it $152.50.
And give you another chance to guess and win at 420 with Brett. You can get laugh buttons with Megan and Nikki laughs. Just press them over and over throughout the show. 7-0, no button will have a kicks laugh button. I'm pretty sure there's been a fart on the oh no button. It hasn't been the oh no button in a really long time.
Yeah, it's been the fart button.
It's the fart button.
Which is still an oh no button.
I don't remember what we were doing something the other day where you just keep hitting it over and over, and it was like the funniest thing.
It just is. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Oh. Lamadaville.
It's a Lamadaville.
Sounds like a skin condition.
You know the answer, yeah. You were close. I mean, you're still getting into the top 5. Like, you're doing great. Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. I've got to play something for Jen. I got to turn the mics off here. All right, I remember it. Yeah, the next one's really, really, really hard.
Yeah, it's a good.
Yes, the answer is beer. What's the question?
Hey, are you coming to the KIX fam lunch? What? Why not? It's June 14th. That's a Saturday. You got lots of time to plan.
Congrats.
He literally just walked out of the room again. Why does he do this? Maybe something about you makes him have to pee. Probably, yeah. Yeah, but if you can make it, we'd love it if you were there. Yeah, I get that. Buying a house is a lot. Yeah, you got your hands full, Christine, and you're working. Are you staying in Coral? Oh, okay. A little ways away. Nah. Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah, that won't be too bad. Well, congrats on the new house. That's exciting. All right, bye, Christine. Morning, Thomas. We're talking about the KIX fam lunch coming up on June 14th at, oh golly, what was it? 1:30 at Bricktown. It's at Bricktown Brewery. All right, y'all, I have got to show you these pictures. So I don't remember if I told you guys or not, but one of the boys' soccer coaches is also a professional photographer. And so he always takes pictures of the team and puts them on social media. And they always just turn out so amazing. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you've probably already seen these, and I shared them there. It's Germaniani photography. Like, I first saw these yesterday, and I was like getting choked up looking at them. I was like, these are so good. So I'm going to show you guys now.
Oh boy.
And these are all from the tournament this past weekend. I'm going to skip a bunch so you can just see the boy being the boy. My favorite picture of him, though, is he looks so ornery in this picture. I love. Turn, would you?
Oh, look at. He looks like he just farted. I mean, just wait. Now, look at that picture and listen. I did it. Remember have you seen the Apple ad that's out right now? The lady's cleaning the guy's cleaning the gutter.
What do we do? What do we get flagged for now? What inappropriate
Your
content?
live contains themes that some may find
Did someone?
reasons trading or using tobacco.
What were we trading or tobaccoing?
What is wrong with trading?
I don't
TikTok?
understand.
China is so freaking weird. So you've seen the ad of the guy up cleaning the gutter. It's on Apple Pay or whatever, and it shows.
No.
And she goes, "Did you pay the Apple Pay or whatever it is?" And he goes, "Oh," and you hear the music. "Oh no, did you remember?" And then he finally pays, and the neighbor goes, "He did it.
He did it.
He did it." Whoever that person is playing the neighbor, that's very right brain. He did it.
He did it. Yeah, he does such a good job. It got me so in my feels looking at those pictures yesterday. And I also just really like this coach. I'll tell you a story about him in just a minute. 5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country
Here's Florida Georgia line.
on KIX.
So this coach, I think, 2 years ago, was the boys' rec soccer coach, and him and the boy, they clicked and they got along really, really well, and just worked really well together. And after the season was over, a couple of months later, he reached out to me and was like, "Hey, we're starting this competitive travel soccer team. I really think that your boy ought to come out and try out for it." And so it's all thanks to him that we're on this journey now of competitive soccer. Have a great day, Rah. Randy's fart. That's all it says is Randy's fart.
Okay.
Morning, kitty. I should probably know what we're doing at this break. Did this story wind up in news, or is it just off of calendar?
Still in the calendar.
That's fine.
Put it on there if you
Why are you like this? Oh, because I'm in read-only mode. Never mind.
want. Don't forget about Twisted Takes Tuesday.
Yep. Good old Twisty Takey Tuesday. Oh, Randy's fart is what got us flagged? What's that have to do with tobacco we're trading?
Well, you do trade a fart, you know. It belongs to you
guess.
first, and then everybody else
And
gets
everyone
to
else.
hold it. Yeah. I guess.
I don't get it. Are you ready? 12 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 734.
Decreasing clouds with a high near 72. It is 64 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at 4 states news and weather in just 26 minutes. Plus, we're getting you signed up right now to win tickets to go see Alabama in concert on May 25th at Thunder Ridge at Nature's Arena.
And all you got to do to get in to win is text the word tickets to 417-623-1025.
We're going to be finding out who the winner is at 7:50.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know, what were you not allowed to touch at your house growing up?
623-1025 to text or tell us what it was for you.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
So they've had all these different commercial space options, and they're using celebrities and stuff to try to popularize the idea of consumers going to space.
Right.
There's another option that was talked about a year or two ago, but has now become real. It's something called Space Perspective, and they're planning to offer couples a way to get married up in space.
This is kind of a cool thing. They're going to put them into orbit in a capsule that's lifted aloft by like this giant hydrogen balloon.
Oh, just like the Hindenburg.
Similar, yeah. And they're going to fly it 18 miles up into the stratosphere for like the ultimate view of planet Earth, which is cool.
Yeah. Oh, the humanity. You're promised a soft landing in water.
You know, you go up in your wedding dress, you come down in your bathing suit.
Jane Pointer, who's the co-founder of Space Perspective, says the waiting list to get married among the stars is already very long. They've like sold 1,200 tickets so far, and that's at $125,000 a seat.
And just like all these fancy space projects, they won't be ready to go until, okay, you ready for this?
Next year.
Next year.
Just like the flying cars, it's always going to be next year.
So the company was founded by 2 former crew members of Biosphere 2, which was this experimental facility in Arizona where 8 people once tried to live in a sealed up terrarium.
Yeah, and if you've got time this morning and you're really bored, you can go Google Biosphere 2 to see how that project turned out.
Can you give us like the short version?
Yeah, they ran out of oxygen. Always
okay.
good experience when you're sending people into space running out of oxygen.
Okay, I have a question. Does the $125,000 include like space diapers, or are those extra?
If they're smart, they're going to be extra. And stay in your seats, people. No trying to join the 18-mile high club here.
What kind of wedding present do you buy for these people? Like life jackets, I guess?
Parachutes, maybe?
Maybe. You know, there's one advantage for the groom to getting married in space.
What?
In space, well, no one can hear you nag.
Yeah, let's fly them to the moon. Let's get them married on the moon. How about that? If you really want to impress me. I'm like Neil Armstrong, stepping out the spaceship door. I want to live in a lunar base forevermore. We're going back really soon. We're gonna live on the moon.
It's Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
This year is moving by fast. I feel like it's just flying. Phew.
I don't know. Can't get warm enough quick enough for me. Seems like it's dragging its feet getting warm.
Jason sent us a text. Space marriage is the ultimate mile high club to join.
18-mile high
18
club.
mile high
Yeah.
club.
You know, a right reverend, you mean, Megan.
She knows the wrong reverend.
Wrong reverend, yes.
Knocking at my door.
Is that a new thing, Megan? TikTok shopping bags?
No, remember TikTok shop resets allegedly.
Right. But shopping bags? What is that?
That was just always what she said to reset it. All right, I'm going to stop the contest and pick a winner. You ready for this?
Sort of.
Okay. Your confidence is astounding. Ah! Okay, go look.
Oh, guess who?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Good Lord.
Good
Is this
Lord.
Catherine? Catherine? Hello? Ah! I can't believe she's not answering her phone.
What the heck?
Well, you know our rule.
Man.
Kathy's not answering her phone.
Kathy, are you on the live? She's not on the live.
She's not on here today.
Well, bummer. We got to move. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that her calling?
Wait. Hi there, Morning KIX. Who is this? Well, I thought so. I was like, I just called and I went to voicemail. I'm like, that can't be right. Why wouldn't they answer their phone when I call?
They wouldn't do that to us. Oh, okay.
Well, you did. You didn't hit the right button, which would have been answer. And you know why we're calling, don't you? It's to let you know that you've won tickets to go see Alabama on May 25th.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, they're going to be in concert at Thunder Ridge at Nature's Arena, and you guys have tickets.
Thank you so much, Randy.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Tell us, is a Four States concert connection.
They didn't hear you. Do it again. All right, there we go.
Fabulous.
All right.
We were like, Kathy, no, we want to give these to you. Answer.
By the way, these are digital tickets.
Good Lord.
Good Lord, Kathy.
All right, Kathy, has any of your information changed? And your email is still Katie Lord, and then the number's at Yahoo? Okay. So like Randy said, these are going to be emailed to you. The show is on May 25th. So it is this Sunday. And if you don't have them by like Friday morning, make sure to call the clearance office at 624-1025.
Yeah, they'll probably be sending them to you today or tomorrow or at the very latest Friday. All right, guys. Well, congratulations.
Wait, I thought they sent these tickets, Randy. Hold on, guys. Wait a second.
What?
I thought they sent these tickets.
Well, that was the confusing thing. Jill said they sent the tickets. She meant to say they sent an email with the digital tickets in them. Yeah, because
okay.
she said they sent the tickets. And so I'm having her put specifically on the Google Docs chart whether they're digital or not going forward.
Got it. All right. Well, just keep an eye on your inbox, okay?
Thanks.
All right. Bye, guys. Be safe.
Yeah, our caller yesterday, we really need to get a hold of her and let her know that they are digital.
What?
They'll be sent with an email. Right? Right. Well, they did send them. They just sent them by email. So yesterday, MJ went looking to find out whether they were or not. Jill was not here, so he had to go through digging through everything and could not find them anywhere. Finally reached out to her and found out, well, I meant to say I sent them in an email, but didn't. Good Lord. Is this Catherine?
Even her. It was just the voice. Major says, my phone's ringing. Oh, my gosh.
Listen to our outrage.
Nope.
You know that you won tickets to go see a concert at Thunder Ridge at Nature's Arena, and you guys. Processing. Expanding. Catherine.
Can't take your call now. Can't take your call now.
We have to go on it.
KIX 102.5, the Four States Concert Connection.
We're gonna give away those Alabama tickets right after Shabuzi.
On KIX 102.2, 2.2.5.
5. Bless it. You didn't like the Mr. Bean filter?
Is that?
That's Mr. Bean.
I think it's a little more. It needs more than that.
Thank you, Megan. She says she's just proud we remembered to call the winner.
Yeah,
The bar is so low.
Let me see it. Somebody's been drawn on our picture. I like that. I think that's fine. How does yours look? Does you just have the same? Pretty good.
Okay, come be the selfie stick really fast.
All right, got to do the selfie stick. Trying to up my selfie game. I took one the other day of me and Martin Smith when I was playing with him. And it's right up the nose. And I'm going, here, it's like the old guy selfie. I'm like, I can't use that. And I couldn't ask him for another one. And then I inadvertently took like 7. And one of them's me going, and the other one, he's not in the picture. Another one, I'm looking at the phone. It's like, how old am I? Don't
Lord,
answer
Randy.
that. She's still kicking and leaving bruises, Woody. One of her favorite things when she's having to stand in line at Walmart is kicking.
She doesn't line at Walmart.
Just kicking people. You get in front of her and she just kicks you. It's like, ow, lady, hey, stop it. We'll move. Got children to
That's
sacrifice.
your Jimmy voice?
We'll move.
We'll move.
Get it out of here.
Oh, yes. Prevna, Kansas? Is that? Got an awful tornado.
Man, did you see the ones in southeastern Oklahoma?
No, I haven't
Right
seen
where it's
that.
crossing over into Rogers and those areas. Good gosh. KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Decreasing clouds with a high near 72. It is 64 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast and four states news in just 9 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know, what were you not allowed to touch at your house growing up?
623-1025 to text or tell us what it was for you.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
But we've been getting you signed up to win tickets to go see Alabama in concert on May 25th. That's this weekend. Isn't
That
it?
is this weekend. That's like Sunday.
Sunday at Thunder Ridge at Nature's Arena. Going to be an amazing show, and we're getting you signed up to win these all week long, all day long.
And it's part of our KIX Summer Ticket Shootout brought to you by JR's Western Store in Diamond.
So we've got our winner here.
We do. Here's the number.
You want me to hold this?
I want you to
hold it real high.
No. Right there where you put the numbers into the phone so we can call them.
If they drove by, they could see the number and see it was there.
Well, we also have the blinds closed, so that doesn't really do them any good.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll call. Dun, 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 dun,
I like the song.
That I'm dialing?
No. The one in the background.
Oh, okay. Makes me want clean house. I don't know what that's all about.
Catherine Lord.
Catherine.
Can't take your call now. At the
Oh,
tone, please
what the-
record your message.
I can't
When you've
believe
finished
she's not answering her
What
phone.
the heck?
Hi there, Morning KIX. Who is this?
This is Chris and Kathy.
Well, I
Oh, my
thought so.
gosh,
I
good
was like,
Lord.
I just called and went to voicemail. I'm like, that can't be right. Why wouldn't they answer their phone when I call?
They wouldn't do that to us.
Well, I was trying to activate my account on my
Blah,
phone,
blah, blah,
and her
blah,
phone
blah,
rang, and I thought I hit the wrong button.
Well, you did. You didn't hit the right button, which would have been answer. And you know why we're calling, don't you?
No.
It's to let you know that you've won tickets to go see Alabama on May 25th. Yeah, they're going to be in concert at Thunder Ridge at Nature's Arena, and you guys have tickets.
Thank you so much, Randy and Jen.
Right.
Tell us the Four States Concert Connection.
KIX 1025.
Which one was that? Loverso?
Who? This is Joplin Family Dental, I believe. Yes. You get the back of ankles with carts. That is a terrible feeling, Megan.
That's Jimmy right there.
No, that's Megan.
She
Megan
does it.
says she does it.
Yeah, Jimmy does it with
kicks.
lawnmower blades.
Jeez.
You ain't walking on that ankle no more, are you?
Holy.
I know, it's rude. That's what I say.
That's
Jimmy,
so
golly.
violent.
That's so violent, Jimmy. Come on. So they did a study of accents.
Meow.
Yes. Squirrel. Americans are 256% more likely to trust a Southern accent over a New York accent.
Yeah, I can see
Totally
that.
get it.
Totally get it.
They all think New York accents are the mob.
Yeah.
Nearly 3 in 5 Americans are annoyed when they hear a New York accent. 3 in 5.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Yeah. Nearly half of New Yorkers find their own accent annoying. While listening to podcasts, Americans prefer British and South American accents over their own American accents.
Yeah, my Siri is South African.
Seems more trustworthy. And American accents are most associated with excitement around the world.
Why?
I guess we're hyper. I don't know. British accents are associated with feelings of calmness. Latin American accents are associated with authority. I would think that was backwards.
I would think Latin American for energy.
Yeah. And British for authority. In other words, reputable.
Yeah, I
But-
could see that.
Not according to this survey.
Spend big money at your mom. Your Siri is Australian. So is Kyle's. His is Australian. Mine is South African, and it's really funny. This one time, before Uncle deployed, he was like, "Hey, can you guys run by McDonald's and get me breakfast?" We're like, "We got you." And so we put it in the GPS or whatever, and my phone kept calling it McDonald's, and it was the funniest thing. So every time he's McDonald's, and we would all just bust out laughing. And it's one of those things.
Amused.
Beans and I will still go McDonald's to each other and just die. It's so good. So all that to say, the South African Siri is just hilarious.
So I don't know if
He's
you
a good
guys
guy.
heard about this, but Sesame Street has now been picked up by Netflix.
So what does that mean for Sesame Street?
That's going to be running simultaneously on PBS and Netflix at the same time.
But Netflix is going to be creators now.
They're going to be primary controllers of the content. Yes, they will be the contributing factor and handle all production, which means we're finally going to see into Gordon's sex dungeon.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
Big Bird will help the kids from Stranger Things fight one of the Demogorgons. And there'll only be a new season every 2.5 years.
Probably, yeah. Actually, I saw that they introduced another character on Sesame Street, and it was a little puppet whose mom is an addict, which was very interesting.
Yeah.
Talking about what her mom and her family's been through and how that affects her. Quit doing the eyeballs. We turned the mics off for 2 seconds. Don't need to be on the Netflix streets.
Right? They're slimy.
It's Kathy. She said, came on to say thank you again. I wanted this so bad. Look for pics late Sunday night. Thank you, Kathy.
Right on.
Y'all have a great time.
Again, Kathy, they'll be emailing those to you. The email address those are going to be coming from is national@ZRI Marketing. So be watching for that. We really ought to create an email address that's tickets, concert tickets at ZRI Marketing.
That 2 seconds. Just play major. Yeah. That's fair. Did everything work out with your truck? Getting it towed yesterday, Kathy? She says, got it, thanks.
Did you get to put up the new videos that they put up? On
No, because remember I told you I can't get Meta's planner to work. It will not load.
Have you tried it on multiple machines?
Tried it on this one and the one at my desk.
Working for mine.
The planner is?
Yeah.
I'll try again. Oh, it doesn't work on this. ABC Power Portal doesn't work on this computer. Like when I upload the video to the planner, it just stays gray. It never does anything. So even though the planner loads, it won't let you schedule anything. Major says there was a hint. You don't have the KIX app, Major? Ouch. There was a hint on there all weekend long. Mm-hmm. Was I not here on... You don't even know when you're around anymore, Major? I don't know. It didn't post until the afternoon on the app, but it was there all weekend long until like 7 o'clock yesterday morning even. Yeah, you are dropping the ball, Major. Oh, yeah, you were here the last 10 minutes of Friday's show. That's right. Mm-hmm. You had the ball right here.
Whoops. Whoops. Oh. How do you do this on your own phone?
I don't know how that... I hate when people do that. How are you supposed to do it? Can you, like, click it, tap it? Hold it down. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't even consider it 10 minutes. Yes, the police car got hit by lightning in Oklahoma. That was nuts. Have you seen that video? It's just in the parking lot and then, whew, flash of light, smoke. Bye, Christy. Good luck at the doctor. $19 seconds. Decreasing clouds with a high near 72. Clear skies, low 50s tonight. Sunshine, 75 for Wednesday. Sunshine and low 70s for Thursday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar still showing a lot of clouds over the 4 states.
61 in Seneca, 64 in Pittsburgh, 65 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
So we're wanting to know, when you were a kid growing up, what were you not allowed to touch at your house?
Like in my house, we had very special like silverware and plates and things like that. We were not allowed to go anywhere near that stuff.
Same. We were not allowed to touch the living room.
At all?
Yeah, there was a whole room in the house we were not allowed to participate in or be a part of at all.
It wasn't much of a living room then.
No, it really wasn't. It was more of like it was a company room, you know. It was for when people came over, and it was kept clean. Meanwhile, the den was a disaster, and that's where we lived.
623-1025 to tell us what you were not allowed to touch at your house growing up.
Here's Luke Combs.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. It did work.
Oh, how'd you do it?
Well, I had to download it first.
The picture? Oh. Phone's ringing.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Really? Even though it was gifted to you at Christmas?
Turned you into a grandma.
So we would take it, pick it up, pinch the bottom, find out what it was before we
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. The Russell Stover stuff.
Because you were just going to keep pinching the bottoms.
Yeah, that's well, pinch them. I just take a bite out of them and put them back.
Well, we're trying to be sneaky.
I gotcha.
Have a good day.
Later,
Thanks, you
Candy
too.
Jan.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Went out to look at the tree in my son's yard. It was still making cracking sounds, so we got away from it. Was it struck by lightning, Jimmy?
Or a house was
Oh, the
making
tree was on fire. Good gracious.
some weird noises.
What's the matter?
Our house was making some weird noises last night.
Creaking?
Yeah, which it doesn't normally do that. We don't have a frame-based floor. You know, we're on a concrete pad, so it does not move much, which is nice. I like it, how stable our house feels, especially in storms like that.
You've never heard a tree popping and cracking before, Major? I guess it's Midwest things. All right, we did Twisted Takes Tuesday. Was there anything else that we needed to do? I took the elastics out of my braids, and I'm just letting them just kind of.
Yeah, we saw that.
Why do they keep cracking and popping after they break?
That's what I want to know.
Are you being facetious or are you being serious? I can't tell. Okay.
Oh boy!
It's a spring thing. Well, and then there's ice storms in the winter. I don't know. $50. You even have trees that pop at you.
So we will not be playing Secret Sound on Memorial Day because of the holiday.
Okay.
And this Friday will be the last opportunity you have to guess in the afternoons.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go back to just being in the morning for the summer.
Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 810.
Sunshine and low 70s today. It is 65 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 15 minutes, tell you about more rain that's supposed to be affecting us by the weekend.
But we're talking about the thing that you were not allowed to touch at your house growing up.
623-1025. What was the thing that your parents would not let you touch upon penalty of death?
You can give us a call or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Hardy.
On KIX 102.5.
I keep trying to add his new song and can't. Something always gets in front of it, seems like. So it's just not progressing up the charts as rapidly as it should be.
It's just inching.
Yeah. So
Pop, lock, and drop it.
it's right around that range of songs that needs to be added. But Scotty McCreery's new one dropped this week, and it's an interesting song. It has him and not Darius Rucker, Hootie and the Blowfish.
Hootie.
And it's Hold My Hand. It's one of these homage songs that's become so popular with the record labels here recently, where they play a piece of the song that they're homaging. They did it with Heads Carolina. And then Dirk Bentley did it. Which one did he do?
She Hates Me.
Yeah, She Hates Me. He's doing one. There's been a lot of these. You know, Kid Rock did it first.
Yeah.
And he did it with 2 songs at the same time, which is weird. But this one is Hootie and the Blowfish, Hold My Hand.
I kind of want to hear it. Do we have?
Yeah, it's in there.
Can we hear a snippet of it? Can we play a little something for
You, the intro ought to play it.
Bottle Rockets.
Let's go. Hey, it's Scotty McCreery, and this is Bottle Rockets.
When she make me break out of my guitar and play.
Oh, yeah.
KIX 102.5.
They didn't have an intro, so I had to build an intro. Yep, that's just a piece of it.
I dig it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a
I like
big one.
Hootie.
What was the other one? Parmalee's new one is very different for them. We added that. Too.
Only want to be with you. Let her cry. When you hear another bitch, let her go. Good times. Oh man, that takes you. Kiss from the rose all the way. Ooh, what a stranger with you, yeah. Now that
Get it,
your
Jen.
rose
Get
is
it.
in bloom. Good times. What about don't go chasing waterfalls? This takes me back to like kindergarten days. You didn't know that Hootie was country? I don't know that matters anymore. Like Dirk Bentley, he's sampling a rock song. She Hates Me.
We could have Jackson Dean do the national anthem. I found this. Safe Life Replace. Good gosh. Ads. He's just a kid. Too loud.
What is this?
Jackson Dean. What is he, 17?
In general?
Yeah, he's at least here. He's wearing a football uniform.
He's 24.
Well, he rewrote all the music.
Yeah, he would have been.
Yeah, this when he's in high school. I don't know about rewriting the. That's kind of pushing it. Do we have this? We don't have them doing it, do we? I'd like to be able to add some. We need them. Yeah, I can use that.
We don't have it?
No, we don't have that.
Success.
Yay!
All right, 9 seconds.
Should I record it or should I just MP3 download it? KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country.
Here's Jelly Roll.
On KIX 102.5.
Record it. It'll sound better.
Will it? Got to go through so many things to do that.
I think it'll sound better than
I have a MP3 download that'll allow me to do 320 kbps, but I don't know if I can find it.
legitimate.
Yeah, the one I have at home.
Oh.
Is, but I don't know. I went to Reddit and it told me which one to do. Did I save that? No. Is it NoTube?
I don't have any idea.
Yeah.
I'll give my award.
Nope. Not NoTube.
Scooby Dooby Doo. Scooby. No, I'm kidding.
ESMP3.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the one. And you can choose your bit rate and everything. Let's put that into
Webinap. 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 A webinap.
This is the one because he asked you to buy him a coffee.
That's his shtick. I'll do this for you if you buy us a coffee. So it's not free.
Well, it is. You don't have to buy him a coffee. You just ask. Could not open. Why?
Buy your own coffee.
It would not open it. That's weird.
That is weird.
It tries to. Could not open. Selected file does not be a selected file type. An MP3.
13 seconds.
That's weird.
5.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Decreasing clouds, a high near 72. It is 65 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 6 minutes. But we're talking about what you were not allowed to touch at your house when you were a kid?
Your parents were like, do not go near this. Don't breathe near it. Don't even look at it.
What was the thing you were not allowed to touch at your house when you were a kid growing up?
My dad's wet bar.
Absolutely. Stay out from behind that thing.
It's like, really, like us innocent little kites are going to get behind the wet bar.
But let me guess. First time you were a teenager and they were gone, that's exactly where you went, right?
Oh, we kind of camped out.
And then there's the whole process of trying to refill what you've drunk with water. And they've got pencil lines on the sides of the bottle.
Oh, your parents? No, absolutely.
It's the whole thing, yeah.
What were you not allowed to touch at your house growing up?
My mom had these Winnie the Pooh glasses, and we were not allowed to touch them. But the only time we could, if we were like doing the dishes. But other than that, we could not touch them because she thought we would break them.
You were like, what are they for? You're supposed to drink out of them, right?
Yeah, and she never drank out of them. They were always in the cabinet for like decoration.
Maybe you just misunderstood your mother, and she was actually telling you don't touch your poo.
No, Randy.
Unless you're wearing glasses.
No, that's not what she meant.
Could have been.
What were you not allowed to touch at your house growing up?
When I was about 8, we got our first car with the windows, the electric windows in the back.
Right.
And we could not touch those.
Oh, I remember this.
And my dad would say, if you touch it, the window will come out and bite you.
Your parents were afraid you'd wear the motor out, right?
Or get a finger in it or something, I'm sure. But it was funny because they would make it, and you didn't want to touch it because you were afraid it would do it.
You know, I remember putting the parental lock on our automatic windows with my kids because they would mess with them continuously. I'd be like, leave the windows alone.
Yeah.
They'd be back there just up, down, up, down,
Oh, it
up,
drives me
down,
crazy.
hair blowing, up, down, up, down. Stop it.
Uh-huh.
What is your fascination with those buttons?
What were you not allowed to touch at your house growing up?
My sister.
Keep your hands off your little sister.
I would tell her, I would say, Mom, I'm not touching her. And I put my hand just a little bit right there.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
And meanwhile, you're looking at your little sister like, I want to touch you so hard.
What were you not allowed to touch at your house growing up?
623-1025 to call or text.
It's the 4 states #1 for country. It's weird that it won't open.
That is weird. What happened to it?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Adobe's saying do the PC wave file thing.
You do the PC wave file thing.
Open this file, interpret as audio, select PCM raw data as the file type. Right there.
Right there. Hello.
Interpret it as 44.1 or okay, it's asking 16-bit floating. Oh, this is what it ends up being. Yeah. It did open it, but yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Let's try converting it at a different sample rate.
44-100 ought to do it.
You would think, but it didn't.
That was good. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Dolly, Major. He's asking #1 favorite country artist. I mean, a lot of folks say George Strait, the king of country.
I'm not sure.
Also, for what it's worth,
I really like Chris Ledoux.
I really like John Denver. I really do.
I cannot stand John.
Oh my gosh, Annie's
Commercial
song.
with Country Roads. Ugh, hate it.
Annie's song is so good.
Yeah,
In the light of my sunset,
it does not work
like
there.
a night
Let's go
in
to a
the
different-
forest,
I may have to.
like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a home country road, living on a jet
Well, that's
plane.
convinced me against it.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
They want you to
Really like John
install
Denver. My mom was a huge Garth Brooks fan. Huge Garth Brooks. She loved him. I would love to see George Strait. I mean, I've heard nothing but great things about his concerts. Leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back.
320 kilobytes per second.
There you go.
We have that saved now if we ever need it again. Let's put it, we want to overwrite one or add two, probably add two to help spread out the rotation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce.
No.
Ingrid Andress.
Actually, I think she did it again, and she's kind of a redemption, if you will.
All I can find is the worst one ever.
Yeah. It was on her Facebook page. How about Zach Top? Does he have one?
No.
Morgan Wallen?
Got Post Malone.
Maybe.
We just want to go. American Sign Language Times Diamond is certified.
That's America the Beautiful.
That's not the national
It's
anthem.
not very good at all.
Do we have Lainey? She sang the national anthem.
She did?
Yep. In Nashville, like several years ago.
All right. A little sharp there when he starts.
Yeah, Zach Top is also kind of doing that classic country sound.
Fix our fade out. That okay. What is that rotator?
I don't know.
Before
0080. Can you move the mouse, please? Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states. Number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Here's Mitchell Tenpenny.
On KIX 102.5.
Oh my gosh. Beans and I, the other night when we were driving home from dance last week, there was a double rainbow out by Duquesne.
Oh, no!
It was so pretty. I have not seen a rainbow in person in so long, let alone a double rainbow. That's not a thing.
I have been known to take some of these and put reverb behind them to improve their stereo spectrum and stuff.
I mean, don't hate that idea. Nah. That should be a fun day. Yeah. I can't believe we didn't have that one already. That's weird.
Well, I don't think it was very old. Him at a hockey game. I had never seen it before. I look every so often. Who else did you say? You said Morgan Wallen, Lainey Wilson.
Zach Top would be good. Eric Church. Oh, you got pictures? Will you send me the pictures, Melissa? We were driving, so we didn't get any of them.
Jasmine Sullivan? Who is she?
Ooh, I don't know who that is. Oh, is she the lady who does all his backups on like the fire song? I can't think of the name right now. Yes, that's her.
Oh, that's a horrible version.
20 seconds.
Gotta find a better one. Yeah, Zach Top has one, supposedly.
13 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states. Number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:35.
Decrease in clouds, a high near 72. It is 65 in Joplin.
And we've got the Morning KIX takeover starting in just 14 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app or the KIX website. Vote for the songs that you want us to play back for you.
But we're talking about what were you not allowed to touch at your house when you were a kid growing up?
623-1025 to call or text and tell us.
What was the thing you weren't allowed to touch at your house?
I had an obsession with the PowerPoints when I was a kid.
PowerPoints?
Yes, the things on the wall that you plug things into.
Oh, the AC outlets.
PowerPoints are what they're called in New Zealand. Yeah, we had a little bit of a communication breakdown.
Yeah,
there.
Randy and I are sitting here looking at each other like,
PowerPoint?
what?
Isn't that something you do in an Excel program?
Oh, no, the thingies on the wall.
She's from New Zealand.
Okay, that makes
She
sense.
listens on the KIX app down in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So, right. What's the thing you were not allowed to touch when you were a kid growing up?
The pickles.
Why couldn't you touch the pickles?
Well, me and my sister would keep eating them all gone, and so Mom would get mad, and she said, I have them planned for something else. Don't touch the pickles.
Leave the pickles alone, you little freaks. She's afraid you were going to hide them.
Okay, you know what's really good, though, is there's two things you can do with pickle juice. You either freeze it, and then you have, like, pickle pops.
You are so
or
weird.
You put a bag of potato chips into the pickle juice and let it absorb it. So good.
So soggy potato
Yes,
skins.
and it's
pickle.
delicious.
You were deprived as a child.
Okay, well.
Hey, this is caramel, Jen. Look, this is caramel. You can
Or
have
pickles. I love pickles.
Give me the caramel.
What were you not allowed to touch at your house growing up?
Mom had this table set aside that she put these like 1,000-piece puzzles together.
Right.
We was not allowed to even run past it for fear of causing a airstream of distracting the puzzle.
And if you lost a piece of that puzzle,
Oh my gosh, she would take it out of your hide, right?
I tell you what.
That little segment right there is Billy's skin.
Ouch.
What was the thing you were not allowed to touch at your house as a child growing up?
623-1025 to call or text or tell us on Facebook.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
Or Facebook.
Or
Or call us.
What's the four states? Why is the four states number one
Who
for
is
country?
the four states number one? Okay.
KIX 102.5. What happened there? What was that all about?
What are you doing? It's La Boussole.
Oh, crud. Oh, did I already played this, didn't I? Yeah. I didn't close it. Oh, well, it's getting 2 today.
Yeah.
Oh.
What a break.
It's like I got it all ready to go. Well, Jen got distracted because she was thinking of new rules for a favorite game of hers.
No. Nope. Nope, never mind.
I always walk funny
No.
after Ow.
Ding, 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 ding. Thank you, Melissa. Oh, good. There it is.
There's that top. Okay. And I think I also found another one.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Melissa.
This is really, really clear. I think I'm going to put a reverb behind it, though. I think it's too dry. Okay,
Yes, Reba. Yes, Major. There's only one Reba, really. Reba
Eric
McIntyre.
Church, that one. I think I can find a good version of it.
I don't think anyone else could become famous off the name Reba. Like she is Reba.
From the NFL.
Stop.
While you're typically athletic, right now, Rick, you're pathetic.
Lady kicks a soccer ball right over into the stands on the Allstate commercial. Weird with the music, though. This really works well. No ads.
Reba Nell. I like the name Nell.
Do you like this?
No.
That's Eric Church.
Play it for them. See what they think.
What do you guys think of this? Why did they all try to reinvent it?
It's Air Church and Jasmine Sullivan.
It's way overdone. Yeah, it's too much.
I think it is.
Too much. We
They
don't
said they
need
can't
that.
hear it.
Oh, yeah. I guess I had the wrong button hit. Never mind.
It wasn't even on there. I'm sorry, guys.
I like this one. This is Zach Top. I'm going to compress the garbage.
Oh, say.
They only heard a snippet. Sounds great. Yeah, well, we're not going to play it. It's too much.
Oh, say, can you see?
Okay, we got to fix that. Sound guy was like, what is wrong? What do you need me to do here? Wake up.
Oh,
how about that?
Oh, say, can you?
Oh, that did not blend
well. Oh, can you see by the dawn at the twilight gave proof the night was still there, was that our flag was still that star spangled yet wave.
He disappears.
Yet wave, or the wind of the free.
You know what? Let's get rid of those hard changes and do different compressor rate. Whoa, not that one.
Oh, there. Lights last gleaming, gleaming. Lights last gleaming, and gave proof I was still there.
You like this one, okay?
I'll give it a real listen when you're done.
Our flag spangled banner yet wave.
I think I do.
You guys hearing it?
Yet wave. Or the land.
Oh no. That's how it ends. Let me see if I can fix that. I don't know why that.
A Millie. Good gosh, I've thought about that song for a very long time. But do you know who?
Okay, we're here.
Do it, Major. Do it.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight are the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming,
Reverb's helping.
and the rocket's red glare,
It's smoothing out.
the bombs bursting.
See what I did? Without it?
Gave proof through the night.
That's without it?
That our flag
with it
was still
Sounds a lot better with
there. Oh, say does that.
Yeah, I like that. That fixed it.
Mm-hmm.
Reverb is an amazing thing if used properly.
Brave.
And it just ends like that. I have to fade it out like that. You know what I Put
What?
applause at the end.
Yeah.
I can put, yeah.
Yeah.
That will help ease that out.
Oh.
Let's put a large crowd clapping at the end of it. Yeah, radio's, it's all a lie.
Yeah, he really is editing it.
Oh, no.
Morning, Harry.
Oh, my gosh. Where is all my effects library?
What? Hold on, we got a sec.
It's gone.
How does that happen? Hold on, 2 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country.
It's Morning Cakes with Randy and Jen.
It's KIX 102.5.
It's gone? There's Randy's Dead Cats right there.
Yeah, Randy's Dead Cats. Oh, Country Splat Startup. There it is. Production effects.
Yes, that's why he gets the big bucks.
Big bucks. In other words, the enlarged ones that say this note is not legal tender. We're only going to use a part of it. So let's put this in here.
Really, really. You guys want to see my new hoodie? I got it at the soccer tournament this weekend. It's so soft. Oh, I never took the tag off. I'm having problems.
Apparently they're stomping. What's with all the stomping?
Isn't that what you do? What do you mean? During the national anthem, you just stomp a lot?
Of the brave.
Calm it down a little bit.
And it's so soft.
Brave.
Hoodies will never go.
All the stomping. I don't know.
And brave.
It's kind of cool. They have like racks and racks and racks of shirts and hoodies, all different colors and styles, and you just pick the one that you want, and then they can screen press either the tournament logo on there for you, or they can do Soccer Mom or whatever.
That was a little bit of work, but we got it done. I need to final compress these volume changes. He's all over the place volume-wise. I don't know if that's his mic discipline or what. Or lack thereof.
Don't even, Major. He's talking like he's never been invited here. Please. All right, here we go. 5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Decreasing clouds, a high near 72 at 65 in Joplin.
And we've got the Morning KIX takeover getting ready to start in just 6 minutes.
So go on the KIX app or the KIX website and let us know what you want to hear this morning.
But we're talking today about the thing that you were not allowed to touch at your house when you were a kid growing up.
623-1025 to call or text.
What was the thing you weren't allowed to touch at your house?
When we were growing up, my parents had gone on an anniversary trip to Eureka Springs, and my dad got a shirt, and I'm not sure still to this day what the shirt said, but apparently it was inappropriate because we weren't allowed to read even what was on the shirt. You know, if it was in the load of laundry, we couldn't touch that load. If it was on the couch and my mom knew it was there, we weren't allowed to get on the couch near the laundry because we were afraid we were going to touch the shirt and pick it up and read it.
Did he ever wear it?
He wore it in public, yeah. Apparently it was funny if you knew what it said.
Just never around you guys.
Yeah, no, if they were going out with his friends or if, he was out with his buddies.
Now I'm dying to know what it said.
Must have been some shirt.
Yeah, I don't know. It was in one of the little shops, and I still to this day am not quite sure what it said because, was they even caught peeking at it. They were like, no, you can't read that. It's not okay.
What the heck? That would have driven me insane.
Absolutely.
Look it up. Inappropriate shirt, Eureka Springs, Arkansas. See if you can figure out what it is.
I need you to find out what it is and then call us back.
No, you find out what it is. I was telling you, Jen, look it up.
What is the thing you weren't allowed to touch in your house growing up?
My husband told me that when he was a kid, his dad bought him a Power Wheel, and he told him, do not touch your brother, do not bump your brother, do not run your brother over.
These are all common sense things, you would think.
But sometimes they need to be said out loud.
And so he literally goes, okay, Dad, turns and runs Christopher clean over.
Probably hadn't even thought about it until his dad suggested it.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, well, were you going to do it before? He goes, no, but when Dad told me not to, then that made me want to. And I'm like...
What was the thing you weren't allowed to touch growing up at your house?
My dad's beer.
Yeah, this is Christine, so that's understandable.
Yeah, but did you abide by that?
Yeah, he's probably not listening. No, I didn't.
Of course not.
What about you? What were you not allowed to touch at your house growing up?
To this day, I still won't do it, but my mom has a drawer in the kitchen, and it's Mom's drawer. It's got scissors, pins,
adult toys,
things like that in it. And the very fact that you just said it's Mom's drawer, don't touch it, makes me want to touch it.
Right.
And even to this day, when I need a pair of scissors, I'm like, Mom, can I get into your drawer to get scissors?
I think the very fact that you want to get into your mom's drawers is a little questionable.
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Didn't mean it like that.
Isn't the whole Sigmund Freud thing is when you say one word, but you mean your mother?
What were you not allowed to touch in your house growing up?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Morning KIX Takeover is getting ready to start in just 4 minutes.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Married or when I became. So glad you remembered because I had forgotten. It is very warm, and I just love how soft. Feel how soft it is.
No, you're not sucking me into that. I got a rash last time. I'm not doing it again.
Not.
I am not. It's still not completely cleared up.
That's
and
a lie.
they've had me on 6 strains of antibiotics, and I don't know what's going on. No.
It's so soft.
Hands to myself. That's the new human resources rule. Hands to myself.
I don't know what they did to
Not
it,
hands on myself. I got that. I found out is not the right thing.
Oh, bless it.
Hands to myself, not on myself.
Good Lord.
If you do hands on myself, then you got to watch the video again and write 900 times, I will not touch myself in public, and yell, ouch, it hurts.
Yeah, thanks for showing up today, Major.
It's been great.
Mm-hmm. All right, have a great day. Tomorrow, we have more Alabama tickets up for grabs. Secret Sound at 7:20.
New Jen's Movie Rehab podcast is going to be launching later today. So go like, follow, thumbs up, and all those things. Share it. Do all the things to it that you've been told previously not to.
And tomorrow, we're talking about your spouse pet peeve.
Thing that drives you crazy about your significant other, but you can't complain to them, for the sake of the marriage and all that. So you can complain to us about it.
Like Kyle leaving every cabinet door in the kitchen open.
Like my wife leaving glasses half full of water all over the house.
Drives me crazy.
Leaving the refrigerator door open has been a thing here lately.
That would drive me nuts.
Have a great rest of your day.
Bye.